I love it when the universe brings two cops together and then you can unearth what the actual truth is when the body cams are rolling. This is an Oklahoma City police officer who's on his motorcycle conducting his road piracy operation so he can generate more revenue for the state when a county vehicle drives by, an undercover county vehicle being driven by Canadian County Sheriff Chris West. This cop doesn't know it's Canadian County Sheriff Chris West and decides to go ahead and pull him over. See if you think this professional motorcycle pirate will treat the sheriff just a little bit differently than he would treat you or I.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, great.
What's up, man?
You're the sheriff, aren't you?
Hey.
You're Tom, or not? It's Brown. Chris West. Yeah. So my intent was just to write you a warning. Can I go back and write you a warning?
Do you need to? I'd rather not be anything documented.
Nothing documented. Is it an election year?
Go get your piece of paper.
Okay.
If you want to get your piece of paper.
So time I'll be right with you.
Oh, a little bit of friction between the road pirate and the sheriff. Let's listen to that again.
Sheriff, aren't you?
Hey.
You're Tom, or not? It's Brown. Chris West. Yeah. So my intent was just to write you a warning. Can I go back and write you a warning?
My intent was just to write you a warning. Can I go back and write you a warning, Mr. Sheriff? Is that how police officers treat you? Hey, would it be okay? Can I get your permission to go back to my motorcycle cruiser, funded by you, funded by everybody else?
And would you accept just a warning?
Yeah, it's not a justice system. It's a just us system. But wait, there's more.
Do you need to? I'd rather not be anything documented.
Nothing documented. Is it an election year?
Go get your piece of paper.
Okay.
If you want to get your piece of paper.
So time I'll be right with you.
What a funny thing to say. Nothing documented. You don't want anything in writing? Got a body cam rolling. Everything's being documented. I probably got a camera over here on my swifty little motorcycle here. You don't want anything documented, Sheriff? What is it, an election year? Do we have to hide the reality from people who might be voting for you? They're perfectly willing to engage in dishonesty, pulling the wool over the public's eyes because that's what they do. That's what police officers are. That's how they operate. But wait, we're not even done yet. So he goes back to his motorcycle and he does write the warning. The road pirate goes back to the county-owned tax cattle funded vehicle driven by Sheriff Chris West after the sheriff was doing reportedly 58 in a 45. Imagine if you were doing 13 miles an hour over the speed limit. Are they going to cut you a break? I've personally gotten a ticket for 7 miles an hour over the speed limit, and it costs like $150, $175.
Got you at 58. Like I said, it was my intent was just to write you a warning from the start.
Well, here's my deal. You know, I'm a retired trooper.
Yeah.
I never did this.
Yeah.
When I stopped cops, as soon as I found that, it was like, and I really just didn't understand it. I talked to Gordon before he retired because I had a money and I think it's just ridiculous. My deal was my guys can get their paper from something else. And so I think that's a part of professional courtesy. Yeah. It's not just about
Well, you could just not speed.
This is a county vehicle, and I'm working right now. No different than you going somewhere else. So listen, Stanley, I'm not going to call the chief and complain. I'm just saying, from my perspective of another agency, not just the sheriff, I've been a trooper, I don't think that's really the best way.
Well,
you're on a professional courtesy.
Well, just as professional and courtesy, as you're talking about being, you're as big of a jerk as I've heard you are, so have a better day.
Now, some of that you couldn't hear, but you get the gist of what this guy's saying. For the better part of 2 decades, he's been a police officer, and any time he stopped one of his fellow Thin Blue Line gang members, he was easy on him. He didn't issue him a ticket. He didn't even create a document trail. I thought speeding tickets were issued because it's all about public safety, and it doesn't matter who's putting the public at risk. They should get a ticket, right? I mean, no one is above the law. We live in a land of law and order, don't we? Listen to this guy again.
Got you at 58. Like I said, it was my intent was just to write you a warning from the start.
Oh,
Well, here's my
so he didn't just write him a warning. He gave him a 58 and a 45.
deal. I'm a retired trooper.
Yeah.
I never did this.
Yeah.
When
He's
I
a
saw
retired trooper, and he never did this. In other words, he never pulled over one of his thin blue line badge wearing marauders and misfits.
cops, as soon as I found that, it was like a good day. And I really just didn't understand it. I talked to
I really just don't understand. My mentality is I'd give you a break. Your mentality is not that you would give me a break. I can speed. Nobody else can. Remember Brianna Strauss from Federal Way?
I can go 90 miles an hour. You can't. So get the F out of the way.
I can go 90 miles an hour. You can't. You can't do that. So get the out of the way.
Now, I'm not for speeding tickets. They are not there to keep anybody safe. They're there to generate revenue for the state. So it's a big power and wealth transfer. They transfer your rights and power from you to them, and they transfer your wealth. They stick their hands in your pockets, and they use speed traps as a justification for it. But if you're going to give speeding tickets, then don't you want that to be meted out equally among all the constituents in the county, not just a couple? These guys are proving it is a just us system. We have rights that none of the rest of you can possibly imagine having. We get to do things that none of the rest of you can possibly imagine doing. We can tase people, beat people, shoot pets, harass you. We get to cuff you, kidnap, and jail you.
And if we're wrong, we can get away with it because we got them our qualified immunity.
And I want you to pay special attention when this Oklahoma City police officer walks up to the sheriff's vehicle, the county-owned vehicle. Look at the look on the sheriff's face as you know he's pulling out his badge, expecting that preferential treatment.
Hello.
hey, how's it going?
Oh, great.
Looking down at it,
What's up?
looking up at it. Look, you can see his face right there. Hey, I get the special blue light treatment, right? It's like Kmart's blue light special where my morality's on sale and on the chopping block 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, right? What's interesting about this sheriff is he also got preferential treatment on January 6th. Remember the January 6th, they call it the Capitol riots, which is really ridiculous. It's basically a frat party where people got wild and over 1,000 people actually got arrested and prison time. Well, guess what? Sheriff Chris West was there, and he didn't even get so much as a slap on the wrist. In 2021, Sheriff Chris West held a press conference to defend his decision to rally at the U.S. Capitol on January 6. West said he attended the rally as a private citizen to peacefully protest and denied any involvement in the insurrection, they say. Come on, give me a break. That eventually took place. But because he has qualified immunity, nothing happened to Chris. But a lot of things happened to other people who just happened to be on the grounds and didn't even go into the Capitol building or do anything wrong that day. It was a dragnet that was spread for everybody but people like Chris, who has qualified immunity. This guy spent decades in law enforcement serving 29 years with the Oklahoma Department of Public Safety. He retired from the Oklahoma Highway Patrol in 2012. He was also the president of the Oklahoma Sheriff's Association from 2021 to 2022. And why is that important? Because this sheriff right here is one of 3,086 sheriffs that signed this tyrannical document right here, which was signed in July 17th, 2023, that begged the Honorable Dan Red Flag Law Gun Confiscation Bill, I Patch McCain Crenshaw, to preserve a critical tool to fight the drug cartels and vote against H.R. 1525, which was called the Fifth Amendment Integrity Restoration Act. Basically, this act says, hey, we need to keep legalized armed robbery on the books because we got to fight the Mexican drug cartel. And that is civil asset forfeiture. It's the civil asset forfeiture that allowed the Nevada Highway Patrol to steal $87,000 from ex-Marine Stephen Lara as he was trying to visit his daughters in California. Billions of dollars over the years have been stolen from Americans, not Mexican drug cartels, under civil asset forfeiture. And 3,086 sheriffs signed on to this thing, including Sheriff Chris West. If you want to see how horrendous this document actually is and what civil asset forfeiture actually does and how many lives are actually ruined, I did a video on this called Still Gonna Support Your Local Sheriff After This? I will leave this link in the description and in the pinned comment. You got to take a look at this and you got to share it with everybody you know, because the sheriff and the deputies are supposed to be the front lines for defending and protecting and preserving your constitutional rights. They're supposed to be above and beyond the FBI, the ATF, the CIA, the IRS. Any federal agency is supposed to go through the sheriff. He's supposed to be the Kevlar vest that's protecting you and I. And what do? They ask for federal resources and they ask for the continuation of legalized armed robbery called civil asset forfeiture. And when you see videos like this where they virtually admit on BodyCam that they're in the big club and you ain't in it, they get preferential treatment and you don't, you get economically terrorized and they get away scot-free, you can understand how exactly they have earned the hate. So I'm not in the corner of the roadside economic terrorists from the Oklahoma City Police Department, and I'm not on the side of sheriffs like Chris West, because they are about the business of protecting and serving the crap out of you against your will and without your consent. And this explains how scumbags like Sheriff Chris West can stand behind and support the father of the vaccine who deployed the biggest power and wealth transfer in American and world history with a $6.2 trillion CARES Act signature, and who trampled on the Second Amendment by saying, "I like take the guns first, due process second." The bottom line is these guys are criminals. They know they're criminals. They know you know they're criminals, and they don't care. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police in the comment section below. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know. Don't forget to subscribe to my email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. And hey, why aren't you a member yet? Become a member. It's only $2.99 a month. I make at least one video a day. That's 30 videos a month, 365 videos a year. And you know you want to support the channel. Grab a shirt. Check out the links in the description. Watch this civil asset forfeiture Sheriff's Department exposure video. The link will be in the description and the pinned comment as well. And I will see you in the next video.